Welcome to the strange and beautiful world of quantum physics. The world that particles exist in many places at once. The world that reality waits until we observe. Actually, quantum mechanics is the branch of science that describes subatomic particles in the fundamental realm. Their behavior, their dynamic. Okay, it's very strange, and I'm going to talk about this strangeness today. Let's start our journey with the first mystery, superposition. Okay, this is the coin. In the classical physics, it is either head or tail. But in quantum physics, it can be head or tail simultaneously. What does it mean? It means that it has multiple states at the same time. It's very strange. And this first mystery leads us to something even more stranger. Actually, this is one of the most famous thought experiments in the history of science, Schrödinger's cat. Schrödinger actually captured this idea of the superposition and came up with a nice counterintuitive experiment. Imagine a cat in a box. Yeah, it was a cat, but it could have been a different animal, dog, or even my favorite pet, rooster. Imagine it's in the sealed box. And in the box, there is a quantum trigger which is connected to the poison with 50% chance of releasing the poison. Yes, 50% chance. Before we open the box, we don't exactly know the cat is alive or dead. So it is simultaneously alive and dead, just like this coin. But you may wonder why we don't see these cat, dog, rooster, which is alive or dead, at the same time in our daily life. Okay, there are different interpretations in quantum mechanics. One of them, which is Copenhagen interpretation, says, when you open the box, when you measure, basically, the wave function of that object collapses to one specific reality. It's either live or dead. But we have other interesting and mysterious interpretation as well. The other interpretation is the interpretation of multiverse. What does it mean? It means we have parallel universe. And in this parallel universe, we have different versions. We have the cat, which is alive. We have the cat, which is dead. The coin, which is head, another reality, and another version of reality. In another parallel universe, it's head. So head, tails, dead, alive. Very strange. Of course, quantum mechanics is strange. And now it's going to be more stranger. Start with the gloves. Okay, now I'm talking about something that Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. What is spooky action at distance? Probably this is the strangest connection in the physics. Imagine I have a pair of gloves. I put one, the right one, in one box on the earth, and I put this one, the left one, and send it to the other side of the universe. Okay, and when I open my box, when I see this is right, immediately, instantly, I know that the left one is on the other side of the universe. Nothing strange. Everything was decided from the start. Okay, so this is the classical version of the entanglement. So this is not something strange. So it's maybe better to use two spinning coins. So In the quantum version, the strangeness comes from that nothing is predetermined. Until we open the box and until we observe, we don't exactly know this is tail or head, or this is right glove or the left glove. So that's why Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. And this is not just strange, this is also powerful, because with the help of entanglement, we can achieve something very remarkable: quantum teleportation. With the help of entanglement, we can teleport quantum states. Of course, now we cannot teleport human or, animal, but now we can basically destroy a quantum state here and recreate on the other side of the universe. And it's not only a theory. It has been demonstrated in the different labs on Earth, on even between Earth and the satellites. Okay, let's continue our journey with another mystery: quantum tunneling. Okay, in your everyday life, when you throw this ball to a wall, it bounces back, of course. And even if you roll it up over the hill, if you don't have enough energy, you cannot do that. It rolls back. But in quantum world, it is possible to bounce off this ball, of course, quantum bug object, not ball, and it can disappear from one side of the ball and reappear on the other side of the ball. So that is, we call it quantum tunneling, which is really counterintuitive. Actually, stars and our sun wouldn't shine without the help of quantum tunneling, because in the core of the sun there are two protons that wants to fuse to each other, and without tunneling they cannot fuse, they cannot produce energy for the solar system. And actually on the Earth we are trying to mimic this process to create something which is called nuclear fusion. We want to bring the power of stars and sun and the tunneling down on the Earth to create clean energy. Yeah, these are very strange and bizarre behavior and phenomena that we have in quantum mechanics. But these are not, the quantum mechanics is not restricted only into the cold, closed, isolated system in the lab. Some physicists believe that quantum mechanics is playing a functional role in the living system, in us. This is the emerging field of quantum biology. Actually, quantum biology dare to ask this question, this profound question, that what is life? What is consciousness? What is the difference between living system on one hand and non-living system? What is the difference between animate and non-animate, inanimate system? These are very profound questions that we think quantum mechanics will help us to actually answer those questions. But this quantum mechanics and quantum theory is not only about the equation, stars, or some speculation. Basically, we have lived through the first quantum revolution. Based on the first quantum revolution, we have semiconductors, we have transistors, and it's the foundation of modern electronics. What does it mean, foundation? Modern electronics means your phone. This is the gift of quantum mechanics. Your laptop, PC, the GPS in your phone, MRI machine that you use in medicine. Every time that doctor look inside your body through the CT scan, X-ray, MRI, all those machines are the gift of quantum mechanics. Lasers, when you go to supermarket, and all of them are the first quantum revolution. And now we are in the second quantum revolution. Second quantum revolution brings us quantum sensing, which we can achieve extreme precision for measuring things. Quantum communication brings us unbreakable security. And of course, quantum computing with the power of superposition that I mentioned. Remember the points. Power of possibilities. And entanglement. Power of spooky action. Power of hidden connection. With this, quantum computing can calculate different things, different problems that take millions for classical standard computer in a minute. And that would be a remarkable achievement. Yes, these are the gift of quantum physics. Now, I still think that our understanding of the nature of the reality is far from complete. And we are investigating, we are trying to understand the true nature of the reality. Thank you so much for listening, and until the next time, stay tuned, stay entangled.
What an informative video.